Ooh, we're ready for Anubis here. Between Timberman and paiN. Let's see what we're going to get from the Timberman. Because we know what we're getting from paiN, and it's pretty dang good. We need to see a little bit more from this Timberman side. They're going to take space in towards mid right off the rip. This is one of the things we were looking at as a tip-off, and I like this willingness from the Timberman to just go in towards the fight. Skulls is actually going to get the smoke. They know a player's here, right? Because of this smoke, they have to know a player's here. The bomb's fighting so far forward, but they can't find Skulls, and this is allowing extra time for his teammates to get in position. But Zevy's caught on the first rotate. No, they just count this possibility. They knew he was there. They doubted their own information, and now Skulls is punishing them for it. Oh, no. This is a catastrophe. Because he threw that smoke, they had to know he was there.
They did. They were watching it. The thing is, the player that was watching went down immediately. Skulls gets the headshot, and after that, the follow-up as well, because the Timbermen were so focused on their take of the A site that they thought, you know, it was enough to have that one player watching. It wasn't, and he gets a 3K. Unbelievable stuff, and paiN pick up a first round here on Anubis. Speaking a little bit more about paiN on this map, well, they've been pretty darn good over the last 3 months. 7 wins, only 2 losses, and a plus 39 round differential, and we already talked about it for the Timbermen. They are winless, 0-3 over the last 3 months. They need to find a win here, otherwise the series will be over. Zevy gets one with the nade, another with the MP9. He's just farming the frags and the money into this round, Mike.
I'm still not over that missile round, right? Nothing's going to happen in this one. They made the perfect play call, did Timberman. They take the space in mid, they explode on towards A. They've got the isolated fight with Zevy, but he just has the presence of mind to slip into his smoke, and as soon as his teammates start to find contact, the communication isn't there from Timberman, the responsibility isn't there from Timberman, they're not really looking for him anymore, and he just capitalizes. That is so unfortunate for the Timbermen, because they had the right play call, and they don't even wind up getting the bomb down, because they fought with the bomb carrier in to try and kill Zevy, or Skulls rather. Skulls. That's so disappointing. Now they've got the guns out, though. They can correct this mistake if they can get around here. But as we've seen, even with the SMG still in tow, there's a lot of utility on the paiN Gaming side. And that nade is going to demonstrate it very handily. Snap down to 50.
Oh, Nekiz almost gets caught out here by Dare, but he does get back into cover and tosses the incendiary on forward to keep them at bay. We know how good Big Uzera can be towards this mid position. It's a lot of bullets going right over his right shoulder, but as it stands, he's just going to hold the ground and re-smokes it. No fear here. I mean, paiN just looked too strong right now, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reality, right? It's the expectation. He was up to Timberman to disrupt that expectation, to change up the formula here. And, well, we're into 40 seconds in the round, and 10 players are alive. Not often that you see that. They are going to try and explode on towards B. And this could get interesting. There's a spot.
I think Nekiz spotted. Yep.
Confirmation. Nekiz knows there's one there. Does he know there's more? Maybe not. But paiN-hardzao set up at the pillar. This is a decent position. The question just becomes, Shane the one to make first contact, because that's what Zevy's looking for. And actually, Nekiz on the angle as well.
Oh.
He's done, but they've discounted the pillar. Uh-oh! paiN-hardzao dancing around. He'll get all 3.
Goodness.
So nimble on it. Finally, he's dropped, but there's still this player, Glizzy. And Frankie had no idea. So the SMGs are going to be lost, but they'll happily sacrifice those. Timbermen don't even get a bomb plant out of the round.
Oh, man. paiN-hardzao on the B side started on Vertigo, and now you're on Anubis. He's crazy. He's just locking down positions, hid behind the pillar, the perfect timing coming around that corner, and he denies Timbermen, like you mentioned, even the bomb plant. 3-0 for paiN, and that was their bonus round, and they are going to be able to buy out pretty comfortably as a result. It's going to be 2 A1Ss, an AK saved over, an AUG saved over as well, and the AWP. Timbermen, just Eagles. And a smoke. They got the armor to work with as well, so should they get a frag, the pistol, or I should say rifle upgrades will be important, and that's if they get a frag. Big Uzera.
Playing a little frisky with it. He's got a teammate behind him. And now the kill's brought back through, but that rifle can't be gained, and Zevy just fights forward. They're getting a little confident, perhaps. But they wanted the duels, and it's netted them a man advantage, and a very wounded Jitter to boot.
they get the guns out of their hands too, Mike.
Yeah. Retake that space. It's going to be about this B play, which means it's going to be Netkiz who gets tested here. And, well, turns out he'll pass with flying colors. His 3rd kill of the round. 5th kill of the game.
Yeah, I was talking about it before. Everyone on this paiN roster is great at getting opening frags. I mean, you see it there. I think it's Netkiz in that round. Prior to that, Zevi was doing a great job. Skulls before in the pistol round, and Hardzao did it, I think, on the B side. I'm not sure if he had the opener, but either way, just all 5 players are impressive on paiN, not to mention the coordination we were talking about, the way they throw flashes for each other, and just everything is looking fantastic for paiN. 5th round of play, Timbermen. Well, they got the AKs now. Let's see what they can do with it. Maybe make a dent in this defense. So far, it has felt quite infallible, though. For Timbermen, looking to chop their way into this B site.
Here comes the play. Here comes the play. No contact just yet. A little bit more passive with the hold from paiN, but Netkiz around the smoke goes 1 for 1. Oh, here's Hardzao striking from Glyph. He's going to get 2? No. The tag on the next player. He wasn't the kill, though, but Biguzera goes 1 for 1 as well. The bomb's still not down. And now these last 2 players are here, and there's still a ton of utility from Zevi to dump in towards this site. Got so much to work with is the problem here. There's the flashbang. There's the kill. And, oh, nearly the transfer. Confirmation of the position. Snap stuck in the corner, but the headshot! The headshot comes through! It was the only way! And he finds it somehow, some way.
Oh, man, it felt like paiN were going to take that round again, but Snap just so very precise on that shot, and he had to be. No health left. He goes for the drive peek because no choice, and he wins the fight, even though it felt like paiN had that one in the bag. Skulls falls by the wayside, his first death in the map, and Timbermen pick up a round. Maybe that's enough to get them going here, get the engine started. 1:45 on the clock, round number 6. Zevi and Biguzera are going for some aggressive control, I would say, of bridge, but they back off of it. And they're going to go to more passive holds. Timbermen, in the meantime, they want to go back towards that A take, which they did on the pistol round, but because of Skulls hiding in the smoke, oh, they couldn't really do much of anything. Skulls this time, holding with the AUG. Over towards Fountain, and Zevi with the AWP.
They're going to have a surprise here if they do activate in towards A, man. The AWP's now posted here. They're not expecting it necessarily on the A site. You've seen it in defensive B a lot. You've seen it in towards mid. This is not always the look, but as Zevi goes clearing back in, this could be risky indeed. Does he know a player's in the corner? He's got a rifle with him. There's the contact. Oh, they've got the first kill, but the trade's not there, so it goes for Shane. All right, we've got another round on our hands here, and if this one goes the way of Timbermen, it cracks the eco. It shadows the economy. Wow. Biguzera commits to the fight in mid, giving up the angle towards site, allowing the bomb plant, but setting up his teammates for the retake. And
nope, they're done.
They don't want any part of this? No, Hardzao's just repositioning. They're still looking at it. They're still giving this a look in. The health is rough, though, and no kit.
No kit, low health. Money's not great.
I think it's about exits.
Yep.
There's one. Money's not great on the other side either. Every kill they can exact, that's a pound of flesh. That's valuable.
Dare's trapped here. He can't get out.
I'm trying to think about how far you need to get away from that bomb. Not that far, apparently. And Hardzao found as well, so an extra kill taken out. So it's a little bit of a trade there, but it's going to sting a lot more for paiN Gaming.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. They had a third rifle, could have justified the force buy. Now, might be better to go for a light buy, maybe with some nades and perhaps a pistol here and there, but it's better just keep those rifles, hope they can do damage, and if not, well, you have a buy up the next round. That's exactly what they're going to do. Timbermen, though, got 2 in a row, and that was a nice little execute towards the A site, right? They had a player sneak in. That wasn't difference maker, but it attracted enough attention to catch both paiN Gaming players off guard once the swing comes through. I think it was Shane coming through with the important frags. So now we have one of the rifles on the B site. The other one is towards mid. So an interesting setup for paiN. They're leaving A pretty much open
Ooh.
I mean, Skulls can rotate back, but here's Jitter.
They've shown a USP here. They may not realize the rifle's on site. Oh, just on the edge of the smoke. Jitter gives himself up. Now that rifle could be retrievable here for Skulls. He's getting chased down. That's going to signal biguzera back in, so they're happy to exchange the pistol. Man advantage here for paiN, and this is a round that Timbermen cannot afford to lose. Zevi, meanwhile, has picked up that extra rifle. biguzera's in the right spot here. The bomb's starting to route this direction. Snap found the pillar, but the question is, can he hold on to it long enough for his teammates to get here? biguzera spots, and he's got the shot as well. So now his teammates, they were not here in time. The reinforcements are going to be on with that utility. They confirm what they already suspected. And bodies are going to be here for paiN Gaming to defend. First spot. Good damage, good trade. Bomb drop forward means that so much pressure's on Adair, and his op doesn't matter if you're armored or not. Zevi will put you in the dirt. paiN, just when you're thinking there's a world where they're out of this, there's a world where Timbermen streak to an even scoreline, they deny it.
Yeah, not to mention they didn't invest much in the round. They only needed the 2 saved rifles to do the damage there. And what a great play, right, with that pistol towards mid and bridge. They send the pistol player out, and then they make sure that that death of the pistol player is not in vain. They immediately get the trade with the rifle. And after that, paiN Gaming just start taking control of the round. Timbermen, he said they couldn't afford to lose it. Unfortunately for them, they did. And now things are going to get a little bit dire, because those are the types of rounds that you have to start winning if you're going to have any chance of coming out with this one.
Certainly are. Aggression in towards Canals. Neckies is going to see that there's not really anyone there, so we can refocus in towards B main. Good nade damage early. Softening up already light targets. Who wants a peek? He's looking for this boost. He knows. He's so aware. He's done a great job of punishing these boosts, and he sees it. Aggression in B main. This could actually be spicy. The flashbang, though, is so lethal. And there's just no chance. There's no chance for Timbermen to fight back. And even when Snav gets a kill, he's burnt alive by a Molotov. There's nothing doing here for Timbermen. It's a shutout round.
There's no space. I mean, paiN is just literally suffocating them here on Anubis. On the defensive side, too, like, they're just giving them absolutely nothing to work with. Every time Timbermen try to get something set up, paiN throwing flashbangs. They're going out. They're taking fights, and Timbermen don't even have the chance to get their smoke sword onto the site proper. Oh, my goodness. 6-2 for paiN Gaming. Timbermen, look, that wasn't a full-on buy. Here's one, almost, because they have to settle for a MAC-10 on Jitter. But it's 3 AKs and an op outside of that, and pretty good util set. But Zevi pushes out to the bridge through the window, gets one onto Jitter. Dare does manage to get it back, so all is not lost yet for Timbermen to this round, as the numbers are evened out.
A little bit more of a committed angle for Hardzao than we're used to seeing, especially without cave presence. Now he's going to float back over to the pillar. Oh, it's actually aggression on B main, so he gains the space. There's the spot. Got to be a little careful. Zevi's posted on cave. That gives him the comfort. That's going to stall them out a lot. If Snav can kill Zevi here, he wins the round for Timbermen. That's a big if.
It's a big ask, too.
And he's dead. The op posted on the angle, no utility to bring him off. Now Hardzao playing over the smoke, getting one, confirming more. Zevi can focus in on this play. He's so very ready for it. Flashbang to push him off the angle. He has to back off, but biguzera's here to support. biguzera will find the kill he needed, and the second as well. No mistakes made.
It's just too good of a setup. I mean, you have the op watching the angle, but even if the op gets flashed out, which is what happens, biguzera's right there to shut down anyone that comes around that corner, and it's exactly what he does. Just fantastic teamwork here from paiN being shown. 7-2 in their favor now. And that was the buy-up round for the Timbermen. And now looking at their economy, yes, you have the full loss bonus, but you need to get the util in play. And they realize that. So they're just going to go for the half by this time. It's going to be 2 techs, 2 deagles, and a MAC-10, along with a couple of pieces of util, a flash and a smoke. Enough to get maybe something going, but oh my goodness, the nade connects onto Snav and Shane, taking them down to either around half health or below it. Now Jitter goes for a fight, loses it immediately, can't even fire a shot from the MAC-10. Frankie's thinking about coming through the smoke, but Bigu's right here. He could get the jump on Bigu if he times it right, but his teammates are falling by the wayside around him.
Counting bullets right now. Frankie's counting bullets. Ooh, reloads in, but Bigu just licks away.
Oh.
There with the kill. Gonna need some more of those, and he won't have them.
Oh.
Economic damage does not matter a jot right now, John, because this is a stomping.
Yeah, I mean, Zevi and Skull's above the 10K mark. Nekiz and Biguzera, along with Hardzao, yes, they're not that high up, but still, they've got plenty of cash to absorb any losses that they're incurring. And this is already 8-2. paiN taking the half. Timbermen, full loss bonus, though. They did go for an eco in that previous round, and now they've got the 4 AKs and the full util they were looking for. So let's see what they can bring to the table. All is not lost yet. We've seen teams come back from greater deficits in this, in fact. But it just feels like the way paiN are playing right now, that there's just a very small margin for error for the Timbermen. They really have to be perfect or close to it to get around here.
Or certainly at least surprising.
Yes.
May not just have the tools in their arsenal. Shadow gives the advantage over to Skulls, and the gun's out in time. Jitter was trying to catch him with utility, but it's just not happening here. Oh, now. Oh, there's confirmation of the ops position. They've conceded mid. There's a path through the temple to make life very difficult for the B defenders.
Oh.
Bigu, recognizing that, tries to play the crack in the smoke. He'll actually lose his life, but Frankie thought he jumped it.
Get past it.
Didn't quite.
Yeah, he was so close, but his foot exposed him.
Because now freezes up all these players in mid, right? They're just trying to punish Zevi, potentially coming through, but he dumps a Molotov, and now he'll find the space and somehow find another kill off of that. So advantage way back in the favor of paiN.
Yeah, and I mean,
look at this flank. Look at Hardzao. Look at Hardzao. He's on the flank. It's all over. Oh, he's going to get caught checking the bridge, but now that confirms Snav's position. With 30 seconds to go, Snav is just going to try and win a foot race. But which site does he pick? B it is.
Good call.
And I think he's going to get a bomb plant off of this. Oh, confirmation. Limits his options now. The rotation's already on. Second player coming in. Nice nade on the Nekiz. The bomb will go down. Good utility usage from Snav to give himself just a little bit of space, a modicum of room to operate here. But they're going to retake together. They're going to wait for the smoke to fade. They're going to go through together. Time, there's plenty of it. Here comes the move. Here comes the motion. First player found, but the trade, not quite there. Nekiz couldn't capitalize, and that gives Snav the chance to clutch it up.
Wow, that's the second time in this series that Snav has come out with a really nice clutch to give his team a round. And last time it was at the end of the first half of Vertigo. It didn't really yield much off of that that clutch play, but maybe this time it will. Third round picked up for Timbermen. I love the play from him, by the way. Just jumping down off the bridge, going back to the B site, recognizing where paiN was, at least knowing that one player was in Palace, thinking, okay, maybe I can beat him in a foot race to the B site, gets the plant, and really good patience and timing to clutch at the 1v2.
He had another one on Anubis as well, right? Just swinging from the edge.
That's right.
So it's been some big individual performance from Snav. He's actually individually responsible for, at this point, 3 of the 7 rounds they've gained across 2 maps in terms of the clutch.
Only 7 rounds, though. Oh, my goodness. That's almost 50% of the rounds.
It is suffocating. But if they could crack through another one here, this would be something. Nekiz not really interested in allowing it. Oh, and he plays close up to dodge the nades as well. That's a savvy bit of maneuvering. They might think he's clear. Oh, now they get confirmation. There's the tick. So, tried to play that one maybe a little bit too far, but can you blame him when he'd already gotten away with so much?
No, you can't. I mean, he already gets the 2K. Why not try for a third and get a little aggressive? 4v3, you still have the man advantage, even if things go awry, and time is burning off the clock. 52 seconds left for the Timbermen to make a move. They do have the space gained down the bridge, and there's a spot for Biguzera, but also for Dare. They're going to toss that Molotov in, and that will allow them a path forward to the A site, which is kind of soft. Only Skulls there. Reinforcements will have to rotate in, and we'll see how Timbermen read this one. Probably just going to execute in, though.
There's getting so much space in towards heaven. That's a massive kill. Now pressure on the Skulls. Back of the cake. He's gonna get the first. Ooh, nearly the second as well. Look at that damage done. They're barely limping, and the bomb is down, so they have to retrieve it. And that gives Hardzao the space. Potentially create something here, but he faces against Snav, so it's all on to Zevi. Zevi in the clutch. Not one you want to bet against for sure. He's not got a lot to work with here. He's just going to have to do it on the might of his crosshair. That's where they were playing from. There comes the check. There comes the swing. He's been spotted. Confirmation. They don't overface, though, and they'll double swing to make absolutely sure the round's coming through.
Wow. Yeah, that's really well played again from Snav.
Yeah.
He's got the final frag, 3 in that round, and he really did prevent paiN from gaining that space right before that final push came through. 2 rounds in a row for the Timbermen, trying to make a half of this. Not looking too shabby, and given the fact that paiN Gaming don't have the best of economies here, they might opt to just go for the pistols, and yeah, they do. A lighter buy even than I expected, but okay, there we go. So they got 4 pistol upgrades, CZ, 5.7, a Deagle, and a P250. You don't see the CZ that often at all anymore in the current meta because of how good the 5.7 is.
Makes a lot of sense playing in cave, though, which is where Nekiz has been holding for the most part. A little trickier from this angle on Glizzy. Tag on. They might kill ESL and think that this is Nekiz. Get the kill. ESL's got a bit of a or Nekiz has a bit of a cheeky spot. He's gonna get the first. The reload off that gun. Damage done, but not enough bullets to do anything more. I mean, we got the recovery on here, John. There's this is getting downright respectable.
No question. I mean, this was 8-2. As I mentioned, it's never over. Always a possibility to come back into it, and they won that critical one to get the third thanks to Snav, and this time around they're able to build up off of it and get themselves up to 5. What can they do now that paiN Gaming will have a full-on rifle buy almost again, but the util isn't exactly great. They got the op, 2 A4s, an A1S, and the MP9. Dare going down here into water, peering through the arches, but it's going to be Jitter falling first here. Only 1 frag for Jitter. He has been exceptionally quiet throughout this BO3, both on Vertigo and now here on Anubis. Nice setup here for paiN in connector. Neck is ready to throw the smoke. He's got the spot. ESL ready to activate. Comes around the corner, gets Snav, and then will fall right back into cover. 5v3, just like that for paiN.
You just see the ideas, the concept play out to perfection. A little bit of a shoulder there for Zevi. He gets his tags on, so he's backing away. Does not want to go down in this scenario. Aggression with the MP9. Slid into the corner here, going to play off the rifle. This is normally what you see from an op in a rifle. So it's a little bit of a trickier setup to make work here. And okay. Wanted the information from Big Guzera. Just tried to make a risk to get a read. Off angle played from Skulls. Good damage on it. And a smokes to try and keep himself alive. He knows he doesn't have mid, so he's very wary. It turns out there was a gap in that smoke, which very fortunately for him, they did not exploit. Spot on. Not a kill. Trades there. Bomb dropped. And okay, Frankie. It's getting very spicy indeed. All on to Dare. But he's running out of time. And he's running out of chances. And a player's close up. And ESL will put him down.
Wow. That was a little bit tough for Skulls. He's looking mortal today. It's not usual for Skulls to be so vulnerable in these situations, but it doesn't matter because everyone else is unbelievable. Zevi in particular up to 17 frags. 9-5 in favor of paiN. They end that three-round run for the Timbermen as we head into the 15th and final round of play. Most important thing for Timbermen right now, just keep paiN off of double digits. That will really help you moving into that second half. And of course, if you win this one, you've won 4 of the last 5 rounds as well. So you get a bit of momentum going to the second. Okay. Zevi. Oh, what a shot from Dare. Zevi was just trying to hold that angle with the op, but Dare, much quicker than him, gives his team the 5v4.
There we go. That's a heater.
Yeah.
Be able to get onto the op as well if they want it, which you'd imagine Dare might do. And he's going to turn it into immediate success on the ESL. So here we go. We've got a round on our hands. And Skulls is under so much pressure towards the A side. He's lost all of his mid presence. He knows it. He's withdrawing in towards heaven. Smoke's way too late to stop them. They'll rock right through this, and he knows. It's a rock in a hard place type of situation. What can you get out of it? 1 kill is something at least to give Nekiz and Big Guzera a chance to make something in this round. But a 6th-round found here for Timbermen. This gives them a lot more to work with at the half switch. Here it
Assuming
comes.
they get it.
Assuming they get it, indeed. They'll wait for the smoke fade. Oh, boost up connected. Right into Frankie's angle. Just too many crosshairs available. They can watch everything. Nice nade. Pressure on. Bigu naded lower, and here comes the swing.
Nice.
So they will, in fact, get the final round as we go to the halftime break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue?
And we're back here. Timbermen mounting a late resurgence. from, what, 8-2 down to a 9-6 scoreline. It's not bad by any measure here, John. A little bit of fight here for the Timbermen.
No question. And let's see if they can make good on this pistol round as well. Snav already going to take some early damage, and then some more. The nades are good here for paiN, but they have to get into the bomb site. And my goodness, they already have such a strong path in. But Shane denies both players from B main, and then Snav gets Nekis. Oh my goodness, it's all falling apart for paiN on the pistol. Zevi looking for something, anything. He's managed to slip through. They probably don't expect him to be here. The thing is, they have so many players up that I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem.
Wowza. A little bit of space here, but Zevi could change that. Won't be able to. Skulls taking another, but the double swing proves too much to bear. Timbermen win a very important second half pistol. And they get a chance to keep building here, to keep fighting for survival, but it is these second rounds that have been so dangerous. That the bomb plant will paiN Gaming chase this. Will they opt for the force buy despite the lack of funds? Seems like the answer is no.
Yeah.
They'll play it safe here. They'll go with the Glocks. Get a buy up in the next round. Now, admittedly, going back to Vertigo, we did see a USB run converted, so don't count them out entirely. But maybe count them out mostly.
It's interesting. Oh, Big Uzera with the burst fire Glock headshot onto Shane. He's going to go back to the other side.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a plan for himself if he can beat them around the corner.
I think Jitter beats him to the site. Yeah, Jitter beats him to the site in this foot race. He's just trying to risk it. I love the idea. I love the enthusiasm there for Big Uzera, but Timbermen do put it together just in the nick of time.
Oof. 8 rounds picked up for Timbermen. I mean, paiN just tried to full send it, right? It was just the Glocks they brought into it and a P250. Yeah, exactly. Just want to try and get a bomb plant. The idea was great, but unfortunately it doesn't pan out for them. They still have a 1-round lead, and now they're going to try and hang on to that lead with AKs across the board and a good amount of util. Almost full up there, but a little bit short on a couple of players. Big Uzera, hearing around the top of that smoke. Did he get some information? I guess so, but Shane gets the opener onto Zevi, even though he takes a ton of damage in the engagement. And now Nekis is just waiting, seeing if someone else is going to push through connector. But paiN have not been able to get an opening frag so far here in this second half. Only 3 rounds in, of course. But not the best of starts for them.
Under pressure here, but he's got teammates available. Now hold on to K for the moment. Hardzao's hoping for some aggression to come back his way to light the path towards the take. It's actually going to be Big Uzera who makes contact in towards mid. He gets pressured on and he's dropped. Good flashbang, good execution there for the Timbermen. Now, there's very little to back up this paiN Gaming take. They're just going to have to rip some heads. Here in towards Glizzy. That's the first. Nekis finds it. Now pressure onto the site. Nekis traded out, but it's working out so far till that kill comes through. He's Hardzao alone. With 44 seconds. He's wary of getting flanked through canals. Could just elect to leave. With the smoke down, he won't do that. Bomb's gonna go. He planted, and Timbermen don't want to burst through. They got the numbers. They know they need the round. It's about playing this as safely as possible. And Hardzao trying to commit into the off angle here. The unexpected play, and indeed it is unexpected, but perhaps a bit too much.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love the idea from Hardzao to go aggressive there and try to get one. He does, but a lot of damage taken in that fight. And then, of course, he's got the pincer attack to worry about and just wasn't ready for the player to spam him through from Palace. So that is going to do it for the round, and Timbermen have tied it up at 9. Not to mention that that was a semi-bonus round from Timbermen. A few players had to miss, but a couple still had a bunch of cash saved up, so that makes this buy up again pretty comfortable for them. They got a couple of AKs saved over as well, 2 M4s, and the AWP. It's looking pretty nice for the Timbermen. And on the other end, paiN have to settle for a half buy here. It's going to be 4 Tech 9s, a Mac 10, and a lot of retail to get.
So this is not where we expected to find ourselves.
No, not at all. I mean, it was
the way through this map.
It was 8-2, Mike. Timbermen are currently on a 7-1 run.
It's pretty spicy. So we have to show for this one. Big Uzera gets an opener. They're trying to hit in towards this B site again. This has been the object of their attention in most rounds. And, well, this time it is going to work for at least a bomb plant. Losing a player early on might make this a bit trickier to defend. No easy retake for Timbermen. They don't have a flank either, so they're not going to be able to clear out cave or B main very easily. And a couple guns have been picked up here. Trying to shift their way through. They have kits. Got smokes as well. Tommy's starting to run out. Really clearing out positions, but everyone's committed in here for paiN, and there's the first domino to fall, second as well, and suddenly it's over. Dare's trying to save in his last peek. That'll cost him everything.
I don't know why you peeked that if you're Dare. Just go back. He was already going to. He says, maybe I'll look back and try to get a shot off. There's no reason to, and he goes down for the count. Oh my goodness, nothing saved through. And now the money situation, not looking too great. paiN Gaming get an important one, 10-9, and you're right, Mike. They keep banging their heads against the wall on that B site, but it was worth it. They cracked through that wall and managed to get the site and the plant afterwards tucked in so very well. Great patience from paiN, waiting for Timbermen to commit into their crosshairs, and really nothing doing at all for the Timbermen after that. As paiN retake that lead.
That's not a great sign here for paiN.
It's all right. Up against pistols, Mike.
Yeah. Don't want to be doing that, though. Don't want to be getting a little over-eager on these. Keep them buttoned up. Nekis will clear out cave, so Molly or not, he doesn't need the assistance, apparently. Seen a big insistence on this B site so far. So they're gonna keep hitting it. Just pistols this time means not much to do. And we will see an 11th round on the board for paiN.
Almost feels like they want to run every strat they have to try and see what they can do on this B site. Well, it's working now. They got a couple in a row, but you're going to want to hit A eventually if you're paiN, and maybe that's what they're trying to do, you know, lull Timbermen into a sense of, well, they're always going to go to this B site. We don't really have to play as heavily on A, and then as soon as you think that, that's when the A hit comes through. So maybe it's coming in this round or the next. We'll have to wait and see. As of right now, well, the Timbermen, the closest they've got to being in the lead is tied up at 9-9. paiN taking 2 in a row. Well, Timbermen are going to have to wait a little bit longer for a chance to take that first lead since they had the pistol round victory on Vertigo.
Frankie backing off into the Molotov, loses most of his health. Look at this mid control. Being established. Pressure on for a Snav. Good damage back the other way, and he holds on to the position at least for the moment. That's huge from Snav. He was under so much threat. There were 3 players close at hand. And indeed, he will eventually be hunted down. So mid is lost. Cost paiN a lot of health, but it's well worth the price of admission.
Yeah. I mean, so much space gain. You leave Timbermen with a ton to think about. They're trying to close the gap. You see 2 players trying to come in there. Both Jitter along with Frankie want to ensure that mid is clear. Once they find out, though, they're going to realize no one's home. And B is the final destination again for paiN, it seems. Only Shane here. Reinforcements, can they get here in time? Yes, Frankie will at least be here to set up a crossfire. And there's Jitter. paiN taking a little bit too long to get into this B site. Information gained for Timbermen.
That's a big kill for Shane. Big kill on, though. Jitter lost. Pressure on. Health not looking great for some of these players. They need to clear Glizzy, and they're going to do exactly that. Frankie swinging in, gives himself up, and now it's all just on a Dare. If the bomb can cross... Oh, that's a big if. It can cross. It just costs a life.
Yeah.
Do so, and they'll swing out. They just wanted to commit. Oh, that got so very risky, but paiN trusted their guns, and that trust paid off.
Wow, Dare gets another one, and honestly, it almost looked like they were lined up. That was close to falling by the wayside for paiN Gaming, and I mean, Dare doing everything he can except being able to convert the round. 12-9 in favor of paiN. 3-round lead now, 4 rounds away from closing this one out. 2-0, and Timbermen into this one. Well, they're only going to have the Deagles once more. Frankie got the body armor, so if a gun gets dropped to the ground, it'll likely be thrown in his direction, assuming he's still up to receive it. And Shane, wants to get aggressive here. Wouldn't be the best idea because Big Uzera and Hardzao are expecting it. Frankie, though, has been really good with that deagle in these types of rounds. He gets the opener. Will he be able to fade off? Yes, but he takes a lot of damage. Hardzao peering around the corner, realizing that there could be a lot of presence on this site. They might fall off of it.
Alive. Oh! Sticking around too long. Hardzao wanted that kill, but he wasn't expecting dare on the snappy shot. And now a tough situation. Big Uzera's ferrying the gun away to try and keep it out of their hands. But this is a round that would make so much of a difference here. And despite the damage done, no kills, no confirmation on it either. It's just not going to much matter. It's all about this A-hole.
Gotta go A, yeah.
What can Jitter do? Jitter's been under siege. Not had a great night.
No.
Here's his chance to be the hero. Oh, he'll stay alive at least. That's something. Not nothing. Bomb's going to go down. Big Uzera's coming in to reinforce, so he'll likely be able to confirm that there is no flank going on. It's all about this fight site. That's a ripper from Snav. Deegs. That's all they need. If Big Uzera stays alive late, he's got a Molotov, and there is nothing to think. Oh, he burns it. He burns it. Saving that for the ball might have actually been the difference maker, but he doesn't know if they picked up a smoke. Damage is coming through. The nade. Oh, Big Uzera. It's a massacre. And though they will limp to the finish, they will cross the line all the same.
Oh my goodness, the damage done prior to that nade is enough to ensure a 2K comes through. I thought it was going to be a 3K nade. I was so hyped for it, but either way, it is Big Uzera closing it out for the 3K. Wow, but did it ever get close? I thought the Timbermen, for a moment, were going to close out that round. It's just that nade, the difference maker. You're right, Mike. Molotov would have been better to save for the bomb, but you know what? At the end of the day, Big Uzera had a plan in mind, and he executed it to perfection. 13-9 for paiN. Timbermen will have enough money to get a full-on buy-up this time. That was just their eco round.
Have to risk the Molotov. Oh, Frankie's not going to get away with it this time. He's going to burn alive. Tried this a couple times. This time it cost them. Snav getting aggressive. This is starting to feel a little bit desperate in this round. Snav and Jitter both go down. And A is ripe for the taking. This one has to be a save already, and there's so much time still in this round that you'd imagine the hunt's going to come through in a big way for paiN.
Yeah, and they've got the money to hunt. I think they go for it. There's no question. I mean, you already see 4 players not even guarding the bomb planter. They're already looking for those last 2 frags. Dare's watching the angle, though, and he will get one. Shane another. You have to be careful now. It's a 2v3. Still possible for the Timbermen to get back into the site. If they had a kid, it would maybe push them in a little bit more, but because they don't, they're probably committed to the save.
Oh, you cheeky boy. He knew he had the 1 kill.
Yeah.
They'll wait to see if he can't get both. Shane doesn't clear him. And now Dare. Oh, is that the sharks are circling. Nade on to pressure, and there's the kills coming through. So well worth losing those 2 bodies to make sure that nothing gets saved through. Timbermen will try and keep paiN off of series point, and they've got to take a half buy to do so.
Jeez. I mean, look. Timbermen started to look good towards the end of that first half into the beginning of this second one. But again, once paiN get those rifles in hands, it feels like they're just not in the same league right now with the Timbermen. 5-round lead, 4 AKs, and the AWP coming through for paiN. And like you mentioned, it's just a half buy for the Timbermen. They've got the Swag 7 in Jitter's hands, so maybe he'll be able to do something with that. But he's all the way over to the A site, and that's not where paiN have really enjoyed going towards throughout this second half. They have been all over the B site. And that will not change here, at least not yet. The bomb is dropped outside of T spawn, so maybe they're going to rotate around. They want that opener. Shame for Timbermen in that previous round, though, Mike, because they had such a good one with the deagles, and afterwards the rifles come out and it looks kind of worse.
That flashbang is good. To the tune of 2 kills. Oh, give him a third. Why not? Rack him up. Eco kills are small. And now at this point, posted on the angle, there's no world where you're getting past that. I guess Jitter's going to try and save a mag 7. Not exactly what you'd be hoping for, but the armor at the very least is useful into the next round. Or he's going to play for an exit long range with a shotgun, which won't work, shockingly.
That's never going to work. So I don't know what Jitter was thinking there. Maybe some frustrations, just
desperation
boiling over. Yeah, desperation too, right? 15-9 in favor of paiN, and I think championship point is a little over dramatic here for paiN, but it is series point for them.
Why not? The championship of your second game of the ECL season.
Yes.
Season 45, game 2. Actually, we decided we just decide the championship
It's
here.
over now. This is it, yeah.
Frankie didn't get the tag, but he also didn't die. So count your blessings, Frankie. This position has not always afforded him the opportunity. It is the double op, which is interesting. Dare's tagged up early. He's not going to get away from this. He did get a kill, but traded out. They'll be happy to take that mid control, and you can see Frankie's trying to adjust back into it. But again, unarmored. Don't know if he's going to want a sustained fight here. The quick peek, though, that'll work. Man advantage now available for the Timbermen.
Good punish here, and there it is. Shane goes down. Frankie still waiting,
Look at the
posted
dink, though.
up there in the halls. And yeah, it is a dink, and a flashbang going to get thrown. Frankie's blinded, so that opens up a little bit more space for paiN to get the bomb planted, and 2 Molotovs thrown. That will ensure a plant at the very least, but a nice frag comes through from Snap to keep, or I should say restore the man advantage to the Timbermen.
Zevi and Skulls, though. 2 tough customers, 22 frags to each of them. And they're in a race to see who could end this. Up on top, 1 apiece.
Oh
It'll
my
be Skulls indeed. 24 for the man, 16 for the team, and a 2-0 on the board. Look, there was a moment. There was a slim moment in that first half of Anubis and the Alpha the back in the second where we're like, maybe? And then quickly paiN said,